I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier, finish friends on my face. Looking like I'm from the deep, these no Cartiers. Pockets deep, 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 bro. I can make it in my seat, bro. Do you, I'm doing me, bro. Making noise, use a beat, bro. Whoa, whoa. I press the button and the doors go up like, whoa. That money clip us now, the new now looks like, whoa. Upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like, whoa, 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 whoa. Neighborhood on the scene, neighborhood on the strip. Neighborhood be the name, neighborhood no crib. Neighborhood that's me, neighborhood that's Nick. Neighborhood do the dance, neighborhood do the deal. Okay, thought I'd never make it like no way. I'm the real deal, no role play. My days off, that's no days. No, I hustle hard, young rose. Eat the shooter, that's cold case. Those on the deals, that's brose. Got no pay, yo, no say. Okay, this the news, tell them read it. Been the one since the fetus. Don't sleep on me, Tempur-Pedic. That's a no, no, no. Spending dope for no reason. Got a ball head, Mr. Cleaner. Heard the big bags overseas, then we gon' go, go, go. Whoa, I press the button and the doors go up like, whoa, that money.
What is going on? What is going on? Hey, look, man, it's been a long time. Shout out to everybody. Let me give y'all a hand clap, man. Hey, man, what it do, man? Hey, look, man, it's been so long. Hey, listen, man, it's been so long since I've been online, but you know we've been digging, we've been diving deep on these film sessions, but it's so good to be able to come in here and talk to y'all. How are y'all doing? Happy 4th of July, everybody. I'm going to turn up. I gotta get some more drinks. I got me a little bit of tequila, but I'm gonna be cooking on the grill this weekend, so it's gonna be all good. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. Hey, shout out to my man JVVB boy. What's up, dog? What's good? What is good? What's going on? Shout out to my man Travis O'Shea. Hey, what's up, man? What's good with you, man? It's so good to see you, bro. Marcus McFarland, what's up, bro? Shout out to Nathan Freeman. What's going on? My man said, I'm excited about the defense. Bro, I am so excited about the defense. The thing is with us, they just got to get back to the little things. You know, you got guys like Mike Zimmer in there. You got to get that kind of coach that can be in your face, a rah-rah type of coach to get these guys going. We know that we have the talent, but they got to put it together. But it's going to be exciting to see how it all plays out. You know what I'm saying? But it's so much to prove when it comes down to these guys. Hey, shout out to my man Tacos. What's good? Shout out to everybody on the TikTok side too. What's up, y'all? All right, Eric's detailing. What's good, bro? What's going on? Shout out to Brandon Carroll, a realtor. What's going on, bro? Shout out to you. But yeah, man, this weekend I'm gonna do a little bit of fishing too, man. I gotta do some fishing. I usually go fishing like 2 or 3 times in the summertime. Oh, spring and summertime. We be catching croakers, striped bass. So I'm definitely gonna get it in, man. Y'all already know, man. You gotta enjoy the summer. Because it goes by so fast, you know what I mean? And my daughter, she's gonna be in high school coming up this year, so time goes by fast. You know what I mean? You already know how that go. You know what I'm saying? But man, my man said discipline. Yeah, man, you got to play discipline ball. It is big when it comes down to everything. But you know, when you're seeing guys like Micah Parsons, it's so crazy because I didn't really give my thoughts on. I don't really want to go crazy deep into it because I mean it's just been a lot. But you know, Malik Hooker, I got a lot of respect for him. And you know, seeing a player that's a savvy vet that's been around for a really, really long time, he wants to win. He definitely wants to win. And the thing is, when you're talking to a guy or talking about a guy like Micah Parsons on the airwaves, things can get misconstrued. So sometimes it's just good to keep things in-house. But I understand where he's coming from. Like, I've played football all my life. It's time to win. Sometimes when you look at podcasts, when you look at certain little things, it can be a distraction. If you're losing, everything is bright when it comes down to the Dallas Cowboys. When I went to Texas, it seemed like everything was moving so fast. So if this team is winning, I'm okay with it. But if they're losing, being on a podcast and stuff like that, I don't know. I got a lot of respect for Malik Hooker. There are times when you need to go out there and say certain things. But at the same time, with Micah Parsons, a lot of these players, from the rookies, the second-year guys coming in, a lot of these guys are going to be looking at him, regardless if people think that he's a leader on his team or a captain on his team. When you are a player that can make a difference on any given rep, and a guy that consistently gets 13 sacks, I mean, they're going out their way and they're game planning for this guy. So just being on top of it, we'll see how it all plays out. But when it comes down to the Dallas Cowboys, there are no excuses. And I understand Malik Hooker. You know what I'm saying? When you think about Dak Prescott, Mike McCarthy, Mike Zimmer, all these guys are playing on 1-year deals. You know what I'm saying? So the time is now. The time is now. You know what I'm saying? So you already know what it is. All right, let's see. Shout out to my man Travis, dog. What's good, man? What's good, man? He said, I'm super interested in what and how the scheme will look. Will be interesting. Yeah, big time, bro. Like the thing is with me, like the defensive tackles, Trav, like when I go in and watch training camp and see how it all plays out, it's not always about the skill position players. We know that we got the skill position players, but the offensive line, defensive line, that is what I'm going to be looking for, because it can look good in the regular season. You can make those plays. You can beat a lot of teams. You can get to 12-5. But when you're playing against those playoff teams, if you don't get those defensive tackles right, if you don't get that offensive line right, you're going to fall into trouble. You know what I'm saying? So having bigger guys within the interior, we did do a Justin Rogers. Let me see if I got my guy on here. Hey, yeah, shout out to my man, though. He said a contract. Okay, shout out to Alfonso. What's up, bro? He said it's our year. And what you think about CeeDee? What you think about CeeDee contract? What you think CeeDee contract gonna be? Bro, he should be getting paid 32 to 35 million. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of respect when it comes down to CeeDee Lamb. But I don't want you guys to get so caught into all the rumors that's going on saying that, you know, he demand a trade. We don't really know that. The thing is with the Dallas Cowboys, at this peak point right now in the offseason, they're trying to find something to talk about. And usually with me, I've been a Dallas Cowboys fan for a very, very long time. And I've never actually seen anybody to just sign out. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen a player just say, I want to be traded. You know what I mean? So the team, Dallas is a special organization, but they just got to put it together. Sign your guys, just like Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones always say, hashtag we love our guys. If you love your guys, you got to go out there and sign them. So he's been putting in the work, you know what I mean? And the type of player that CeeDee Lamb is, I mean, using this guy in the interior, I mean, in the slot, on the outside, you can have this guy in the backfield. And every single year, this guy has been literally just ramping up in stats and going out there and doing what he's supposed to do on and off the field. So you got to, hey, it's good to be able to have that type of energy, stay consistent, but you got to make sure you take care of your guys. You know what I'm saying? It's big time. All right, let's see. He said, I'm driving and listening. I feel you, dog. I feel you. I've been driving all day, bro. It's been a busy day. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Angry Cowboys fan. What's up, dog? What's good, man? Shout out to you, man. First time I think you've been in here, man. Shout out to you, brother. All right, yeah, and we still got some more work to do. My man Denzel Daxon, we will be dropping that film session, dynamic film session. You guys make sure y'all tap in with me. A lot of my film is going to be for members only, but some will be like for the members for like the first day. But if you guys can tap in with the whole members thing, we will be emailing you some all 22s as well. So I want to stay connected with guys that's committed to the JC network. You know what I mean? So definitely want to show you guys stuff so we can be able to dive deep. So when we have live streams, when we do get on live, we can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what it's all about. All right. But yeah, as far as Justin Rogers. So we go to Justin Rogers real quick. Let me get here. Let me see. Hold on one second. My bad, y'all. Hold on. All right, boom. Okay, yeah. As far as Justin Rogers, the thing is with him, he's just going to have to prove it. Like, even if you're a 6th round pick, 5th round pick, 7th round pick, it doesn't matter. Jake Ratliff, he was a 7th round pick coming out of Auburn. The thing is, man, when you having a player and you picking up guys from Power 5 schools, the SEC, a lot of these guys, man, they can make a difference regardless where you're picking them at. And some teams, they don't value one techniques, nose tackles early in drafts. So whenever you can be able to pick up a guy, and if this guy can make a difference, we'll see how it all plays out. I think that this guy's talented. I think that, you know, if you can be able to put him around DeMarcus Lawrence, everybody on the defensive line, it will take time for this player, but he's one of the guys that was really physical, didn't have a lot of sacks. We did a really good productive breakdown on this guy. So I'm excited to see how it all plays out. But 330 pounds, and the guy that, I mean, he was wrecking havoc last year. You know, and that's what I like to see when it comes down to the defensive line and being able to stop the run. It is critical. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Hey, shout out to Craig Loftman. What's going on, man? He said you have to demand and trade in Dallas to get paid. Yeah, nah, but I haven't heard. Hey, you tell me who requested to be traded. I have no idea, bro. I have no idea who did that. Usually anybody that's playing with Dallas, they get signed. It might take a little bit of time, but you don't really hear that out in the airwaves like that. All right. Let's see. Shout out to my man. Shout out to my man Trav. He said, hope. Okay, hope to see more tight fronts and more run stunts. How will Zimmer have those safeties? And please, for the love of God, be less static pre-snap. Yeah, man, it's crazy because I was looking at some film, the way that they utilized, they were utilizing a lot of their safeties coming out of Minnesota. They will have those guys playing at the line of scrimmage a lot. They're going to keep those guys busy, but you want to make sure that whatever safety you have in there, whatever a free safety or strong safety, these guys got to be able to tackle because they're going to get busy. Sometimes you might see these guys lining up in a slot. This is what I saw from it. So he does a lot of wicked things, but it's going to be good to see how it all plays out with, the safeties as well as the corners as well. So it's going to be big time. Definitely going to be big time. All right, let's see. Let me go here real quick. Hold on one second. He said he should have been paid already. He will be paid, bro. He's definitely gonna get paid. He's definitely gonna get paid. Hopefully y'all hear that. I don't know if y'all hear that or not, man. Got a little jams, man. Y'all ain't drinking nothing, man. Anybody drinking anything, man? I missed y'all, man. Y'all already know what it is. All right. Let's see. Shout out to my man Nathan. He said, if all dogs are eating, they can't double team Micah. Yeah, it's going to be organized chaos. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But everybody's going to have to do their job. Like with DeMarcus Lawrence at this point now, like he's another one of the guys that I have a lot of respect for. But you have guys like Marshawn Nealon in there. A lot of those defensive ends at this point now, there are no excuses for him. We know that he's really good at being able to stop the run. The stats ain't always sky high when it comes down to this guy, but we know how important it is to be able to be a good run stopper in this league. Because just like we said earlier when we started this stream, you will fall into a lot of these teams that's going to be running the ball, and that they're going to continue to run the ball if you're not able to stop it in the playoffs. So you got to make sure you have something ready to be able to stop that. It's going to be big time. But and that's how play action, gets set up. But the thing is with me, DeMarcus Lawrence, Marshawn Nealon, a lot of those guys on the defensive line, I believe that they can be able to free up guys like Micah Parsons. But it's going to be good to see how they can be able to utilize Micah, like playing that linebacker position. I'm still for it, bro. Like I mean, the way that if he can play the linebacker position and he's blitzing in between A and B gaps, doing things like that, his closing speed is next to none. So you don't want to not utilize him in that type of way, left in or right in, but just try to make it to a point where offenses is trying to find him and they can't be able to, dictate where he's going to be at, So if you can be able to do things like that, keep things wide open when it comes down to Micah. I mean, he has the potential to be a 18 sack type of player, but he's shown that he can get you 13, 14 sacks in a season. Well, I think it was like 13 straight sacks, like three years straight. But I think that, with his type of ability, I think that he can be able to really turn up even more. All right, let's see. He said, and we still need a big defensive tackle. Yeah, man. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out with Mozzie Smith, man. What's y'all thoughts on Mozzie Smith? Because the thing is with me, like it's so. The thing is, the way that I look at it is like when a player is coming in their first year, sometimes they just don't get it. But the second year, let's see. Same thing with Luke Schoonmaker. I'm not going to just write him off yet. I mean, because the thing is, if you can be able to utilize him, if he can be able to understand the playbook and get things going, then we'll see how it all plays out. But I'm not going to just sign these guys off yet, because I see good things. That's why when I'm doing my film sessions, I'm breaking down good plays and I'm breaking down bad plays, because I need to see the whole everything. You know what I'm saying? So consistency is very important when it comes down to that defensive tackle position. And we know that Mozzie Smith, he does have the strength. They're talking about him gaining weight. Not sure if that's true or not, but we'll see. We'll definitely see what happens with him. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. Smoke One. What's good, Smoke One? He said, JC, we gonna fight, fam. I need to turn the notifications on ASAP. I know, right? Hey, look, man, shout out to you, bro. Yeah, because I tap in sometimes, on the live streams and stuff. But the main thing I be doing is my film sessions, man. I be really ripping it up with that. But I have to definitely come in here and tap in with you guys, man. So I definitely appreciate you, bro. You already know. All right, let's see. But yeah, man, I've been chilling though. Everything been good. I watched that boxing fight, bro. That boxing fight was so wild with Javante Tank Davis. I was watching that. I had a bunch of people over, and what he did to Frank Martin. And it's funny because I actually like Frank Martin. Frank Martin is a good boxer, but he's not on the level of a Gervonta Tank Davis. So it was hard to watch that. But Tank Davis is my number one boxer. You know what I mean? But the thing is with Frank Martin, it's gonna take some time. But that was definitely good. But this weekend, Shakur, he's gonna be fighting some guy. I gotta look into it. Don't really know too many names as far as the boxers, but hopefully he can be able to turn up. You know what I mean? Because he talk a lot. He definitely talk a lot. All right, let's see. Hey, shout out to Toxic Splendor, man. Hey, what it do, man? What's good, bro? What is going on with you, man? Yeah, man. But the thing is with me, like I was saying, like the trenches, that offensive line is going to be key. Y'all let me know, man, that center position, do y'all think that Brock Hoffman has what it takes to be able to make some noise? Like low key, a lot of people have been talking about Cooper Beebe, and I know how good Cooper Beebe is, but we know that when you think about Brock Hoffman, I did a film session on him. He showed some good things coming out of college, so who knows? We'll see. But the good thing is you want to be able to have ramped up competition all throughout training camp. Don't let any of these guys get comfortable. Center position, quarterback position, I don't care. You want to make sure that you're having these first string guys playing at the highest level. You know what I mean? Because that's what brings out the best football. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do, man. So that's what it's all about. All right, let's see. Shout out to my man Craig. He said thoughts on the running back room. Hey, look, man, some people, with Ezekiel Elliott, I think I got my boy on here. It's so crazy, bro, because I did a film session. I'm not sure if you checked that out or not, Craig, but it was a good film session, man. And the thing is with him, I believe that he can still be effective in his offense. He had over 600 yards rushing last year. He caught 300. He caught, I think it was like 1 catches for over 300 yards, and he had 3 more touchdowns. Not saying that he's old Zeke, but if you can be serviceable, that's the thing. Can you be able to block just like that? Those are the things that I look for when it comes down to the running back position. Can you be able to protect Dak Prescott? Getting out in the perimeter and being able to get busy. That's what you need when it comes down to the running back position. You do not always need the most athletic guy, but can you be able to have good vision? Can you be tough, run in between the tackles? Can you protect Dak Prescott? And I think that Ezekiel Elliott, he might not be as good as what he used to be, but he can be able to check off all the boxes, man. That's why I, was breaking things down with this guy. Not saying that he's the explosive as what he used to be, but if you can be able to utilize him as well as Rico Dowdle, you can sprinkle in some Deuce Vaughn depending on how they're going to utilize him in the offense this year. But I think that these guys with the offensive line, if they got it right with Cooper Beebe, Brock Hoffman at the center position, whatever they're going to do, that left tackle position, if they get that all right, I think that, things are going to be able to open up for Dak Prescott, you know what I'm saying, with play action and all that good stuff. Give me y'all thoughts on that. All right, let's see. Shout out to my man Spoke What. He said BB will be the center, fam. You can't have that moving truck on the bench. He needs to be playing. They said that BB was the number 1 offensive lineman coming out of college. I mean, he could be. He definitely could be, bro. And I think that when we watched him and we analyzed his tape, I mean, he was absolutely destroying people all through every single tape. It was a pancake, you know what I mean? And let's see if he can be able to transition over to the NFL. Sometimes, when we do film sessions on certain players, it's college. So can they be able to transition and move this over to the NFL? So that's the thing, you know what I mean? And, some coaches, it's hard for them to be able to, find that out, but I think that, with him, his consistency, his father cool too. He actually follows me on Twitter, you know what I'm saying? And I might end up bringing him on the show or just a little interview, just to break him down, you know what I'm saying? See where his mindset is and stuff like that. And hopefully one day I can get Cooper Beebe on, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see how it all plays out. But that offensive line is going to be critical. What are y'all thoughts though? Like Zach Martin, man, so Zach Martin's at that guard. Next year, if he's not here, would y'all want Cooper Beebe to be playing that guard position, or would y'all want to keep him at the center? You know what I mean? But me, if he is dominating at center, and I know that center position is the quarterback of the offensive line, you can. It's like literally. I mean, you're dissecting you're dissecting the front seven. You're dissecting the front seven, and man, it's gonna be huge. When it comes to guys like Cooper Beebe, if he can be able to get things going. But if he is dominating at that center position, I think that I would want to keep him there. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. Okay. Shout out to my man Big Benny. What's good, bro? What is going on? What is going on with you, man? He said BB is a howitzer. Yeah, not a BB. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Yeah, man. That's why I say with me, it's going definitely be good to see how that all plays out, especially with Terrence Steele coming back. It's good. Well, last year he was he played the full season. Yeah, played the full season, but the last year before, had the ACL injury. So sometimes it takes time with, certain type of players. So that's another guy that we'll have to just take our time on to see how it plays out. Trayvon Diggs, it's going to be good to see how that plays out with him too. But speaking on guys like Terrence Steele, lining up against Marshawn Nealon, iron sharpens iron. You want to see things like that. We know that Marshawn Nealon, he will be playing that left end position. So it's going to be physical. It's definitely going to be physical this training camp, and we'll definitely see how it all plays out. You know what I'm saying? But one of my biggest positions that I'm going to be looking for is that linebacker position. I want to see, because I played linebacker all my life, man. And the thing is, if you're going to be able to take that next step, not only do you have to have the defensive tackles right, the defensive ends right, but the linebacker position is going to be really, really key. And when you're seeing guys like DeMarvion Overshown, it was so crazy because this guy was flashing, bro. He was definitely flashing this past year in the preseason, in training camp. So I did a film session on him too as well. I don't know if you guys checked that out. I know a few people have, but just seeing him, man, the dude is really special. Playing that will linebacker position, I think that, being able to read and diagnose plays and playing for a guy like Mike Zimmer, I think that he'll be able to turn up. But it will take time for this player. But hearing about this guy gaining the 12, I think it was like 12 or 13 pounds, that's good. You know what I mean? Because you're going to be going up against those physical guards, those physical centers. It's going to be big time. You know what I'm saying? But I think that, with this type of player here, just learning. He's going to have to learn. Don't get cocky. Just continue to be a sponge. You do have guys like Eric Kendricks around, as well as guys like Maurice Leofau. A lot of those guys at that linebacker position. And I wouldn't even sleep on Damone Clark, because the thing is with me with Damone, I know Damone isn't the best linebacker. He does have some weaknesses, but when you do bring in guys like DeMarvion Overshown, when you bring in guys like Eric Kendricks, a lot of these guys, sometimes that can be able to ramp you up. You know what I mean? That can amp your play, and that falls in the line of just bringing in good talent to be able to bring the best out of all these first string guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely going to be good to see how that all plays out with that linebacker position. You know what I mean? But, when you're looking in the NFL now, you got to have linebackers to be able to cover, because these tight ends, these wide receivers, these running backs, a lot of these guys, they're very slippery. They can get in and out of their breaks. These guys, tight ends are literally like they're wide receivers now. So you got to make sure that you're on top of it and have linebackers that can be able to cover, have the ability to be able to stop the run. And I think that guys like Overshown, what he did coming out of college, as well as the first part of the year last year, I think that this guy can really make some plays, but he's going to have to prove it, guys. He's definitely going to have to prove it. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be good to see. Definitely going to be good to see. Let's see. Spoke one. My man said, JC, give me your take on how you think they will use Deuce. Don't understand how you play like you did for 3 years. Yeah, Kansas State, but now he can't do anything. But that's why here's the thing with me with Deuce, because I might end up doing a film breakdown on him a little bit later. I might do a film breakdown on him. But I think that, with his type of ability, you can be able to use this guy in the perimeter. Like, they should already know and understand how to be able to use him. Like, he's not the biggest guy, but if you can be able to pick this guy, like the pitch plays, jailbreak screens, quick screens, anything that can be able to put this guy out there in space. I've seen this guy run in between the tackles, but you can utilize this guy all over the field, but it's going to come down to situations in the game. That's the only thing, because I know certain situations they're going to want to have Zeke in the game. Rico Dowdle is another one of the good guys that I really like. Would like to see him hold the ball, no fumbling the ball. I think he fumbled the ball a couple times in the preseason, so you're going to be getting a lot more touches now, being that, guys like Tony Pollard is gone. Zeke is there. They probably won't be giving him 20, 25 carries no more. So Rico, he will be getting a lot of bump, but Deuce Vaughn, if he is getting some action out there, you can be able to utilize him. This is the year right here where you should be able to get him going. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, with him, if he can just keep on keeping on, man, I think that he can be able to go out there and make plays. You know what I'm saying? But Mike McCarthy is going to come down to him, bro. That's the thing when I look at, the whole totality of everything with the whole offense. That all runs through him, and we'll see how it all plays out. You know what I'm saying? But it starts at the offensive line. All right. Let's see. Shout out to my man Nathan. He said Brian Broaddus and Zimmer are talking about Leofau being very instinctive and fast to the ball. He may be the next Green Dot. Yeah, he definitely can. I think I still got my boy on here. Let me see something real quick. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, Maurice Leofau, man. This was such a good. This was my first film session of college that picked players that we picked. That got like 35,000 views, bro. That thing ripped off. It's so awesome. But like that dude, man, he's a really, really good player. And I think that, being around Eric Kendricks, he's another one of those guys, just like DeMarvion Overshown. Being around those type of guys, he does have his flaws. He's not the most athletic guy in space, but if you can have a game plan for this guy, and if he has a good understanding of the defense, that's why Mike Zimmer, he brought it up. He said, man, he understood everything that I was calling out as far as my defense. And usually, man, that's how you can be able to win guys, but his physicality, he has a knack for being able to get after the ball. You have to have those tough boys at that linebacker position. And I think that with him, coming out of Notre Dame, you got that swag too. I mean, when you got the long hair, man, I know y'all balled before. You know what I'm saying? So you already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? When you ball and you understand, you could just see sometimes you can just see dogs. And I think that with this guy, being one of those Hawaiian, Samoan type of players, those guys are really brute strong and they tough in the interior. So you got to have those kind of guys to just play that physical Dallas Cowboy brand of football. And I think that, with him, look at this back pedal here. That's little things I like to see, man. You know what I'm saying? That's little things I like to see, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's little things that I'll be looking for when it comes down to certain players, man. Can you back pedal smoothly and doing all the little things, not only being able to tackle guys, but what are you doing in space? You know what I mean? No athlete is perfect. Everybody has their flaws. That's why one thing, man, I'm always showing you guys bad plays. Because I can easily overhype these guys and make it you guys believe that this guy is just showing so many good plays. So I got to keep it even, Steven, guys. Like, we've been losing for way too long. Like, we've been mopping out way too long. So I want Cowboys Nation to see the truth. What can this guy do good? What can this guy do bad? And break everything down, man. And then we come together. You know what I'm saying? We come together and then we see, how this guy is. Is he consistent in doing things like that? Because, taking that transition to the NFL, it takes time for certain players, you know what I mean? But some guys, even in the later rounds, some guys, they can be able to, come out of college, get plugged right into the NFL, and then next thing you know, these guys are taking off, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be good, as far as that linebacker position and seeing how these guys playing out. But I think that, Eric Kendricks being there, teaching all of these guys, and hopefully everything's right with that defensive tackle position. That's where it's going to come down to, guys, that one technique. And keep in mind, with that one technique position, these guys are not going to blow off in stats, bro. Like, they literally are those cleanup guys. They clog A and B gaps, allowing our linebackers to be able to scrape and roam sideline to sideline. So they don't make too many plays as far as sacks, but their impact is being able to clog these rush lanes. So these so the linebackers can be able to hit their run fits. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be good. Definitely going to be good. All right, let's see. Shout out to everybody on the TikTok side. All right, let me see. Hey, shout out to Danny Savage, man. Hey, look, man, you got to come on to the show, bro, one of these days, bro. We definitely got to tap in soon, bro. All right, my man said, he said, think what kills Deuce, 0 pass blocking skills. Yeah, and Dak going to throw at his feet. Yeah, but if he can't be able to block, you still can be able to find ways to get this guy in the perimeter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that you can give this guy the ball 10 to 12 times, but if you can be able to utilize him, just get the ball in his hands. Like, he is so small, bro, like, to the point where it's so hard to play against a player like him because he's short and shifty. So just getting this guy the ball, sometimes that play could be the biggest difference, because momentum is everything. The better offensive coaches in the NFL, you get these guys involved. and you have to work with these guys' weaknesses. Sometimes, if this guy has a certain weaknesses, you got to be able to implement a plan for this guy so you won't be able to, so teams won't exploit his weaknesses. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's see. My man said Maurice was my 8th ranked linebacker. Yeah, man. Yeah, big time, man. I really liked him too. He was definitely up the top with me. But like I said, man, with him, he just got to get down to the little things. There are things that he's going to have to work on. But I think that, once he gets in there, because he started off his first interview and he was talking about that he wanted to start off on special teams. So that's always a good mindset. You know what I mean? Because we know how important special teams is in the game of football. But we have bigger plans when it comes down to this kind of guy. You know what I mean? I think that, he can be able to fill in and be that linebacker, that center, that cornerstone for us. It don't matter. Like the 3rd round, 4th round, you can be able to find talent. And that's the same thing I think about the running back position as well. You know what I'm saying? That's why, I mentioned guys like Ezekiel Elliott and guys like Deuce Vaughn, all of these running backs. If you have a good offensive line, you can be able to thrive. You know what I mean? But you don't always got to reach for running backs in the 1st and 2nd round all the time. Same thing with linebackers as well. You know what I'm saying? If you got that defensive line right, I think you can be able to get things going. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. Let's see. My man said, okay. Maurice had 2 ballers at defensive tackle last year, and they highly rated for 2025 draft. Yeah, Ryan Miles and defensive tackle Howard Cross, the 3rd. Remember those names. Yeah, bro. You already know, man. We gonna definitely be. It's so funny though, bro. Like whenever I'm doing film session, I'm always looking at players too. So some people do jump off the screen, and a few guys did jump off the screen for Notre Dame. You know what I mean? And I think they'll be coming out next year. So we'll definitely be doing a lot of homework on those guys, man. But we definitely we got the Denzel Jackson coming up. I'm probably gonna do a few more breakdowns of the undrafted free agents. Let's see, the safety Woods. I'm definitely gonna get him done. It's a few guys that I'm gonna get done before the season starts. So I definitely got to get y'all to. I got something going. I got something going on that. It's gonna be good. Definitely good. All right. Shout out to Sparkles. What's going on, Sparkles? Shout out to you. All right, man. But yeah, man. So it's gonna be good. Shout out to my man Trayvon Diggs. It's so good to be able to have him coming back, but I don't know for sure if he's going to be really that active for the first few games of the season. But I think that with him, it's going to take some time. But having guys like Kalen Carson, I think I still got my boy on here, Kalen Carson, as well as guys like Deron Bland. Yep, there it is. Okay, yeah, having guys like Kalen Carson, man, I'm so happy that we got a player like him because he's actually, I mentioned this too on one of my videos, man. He's from Waldorf, Maryland, so not too far from where I live. And, he's one of the guys that played on offense and defense. He's a physical player, not the fastest guy. I mean, he runs a 4.5, but the better cornerbacks and the better coaches, you can be able to put this guy in position. You know what I mean? So I really, really like this player. It will take time. One thing about him, he will get beat, but he does have short-term memory, meaning when he does get beat, how quickly can he recover? And he's one of the guys that can be able to recover quickly because in the NFL, man, sometimes some players, if they get beat one time, they'll never recover mentally. And the next thing you know, they're getting fried. So he's the type of player that he was lining up against the number 1 wide receiver week in and week out. So you like guys that can be gritty like that. And it will take time for him going up against guys like CeeDee Lamb. This I think this play, that was a tackle play. But yeah, he's one of the guys that, going up against guys like CeeDee Lamb, he will show him a lot because, CeeDee Lamb, he does a lot of 9 routes, single rocker steps, double rocker steps. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really playing chess when he's route running. So it's just going to make guys like Carson that much more better. But like I said, that short-term memory, I think when he does get beat, is just iron sharpening iron. You know what I mean? And I think that, a year under his belt, this guy's going to be ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And I actually did see him play. Like he played against my nephew. My nephew played for Quince Orchard, and then he played for North Point. So both of those teams were powerhouse schools. And the way that this guy was, man, on offense. I mean, he caught like a 36-yard touchdown. I saw that. Good player, definitely a good player, and I'm excited to be able to have him on the team because usually team players that's coming out of Maryland, whenever they come to the NFL, these guys go out there and make a difference. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad Will McClay was on that. You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely good. All right, man. Let's see. Shout out to my man Dre. What's good, Dre? Shout out to you. What's going on, man? What is good? All right. Let's see. My man said, JC, make sure you do the safety from Nevada. He not bad. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna break all those guys down, bro. Definitely. I've been going on like a rampage with the film sessions, bro. That's why it's like with me, like I want to make sure that I show y'all all of that stuff in a different point of view. You know what I mean? Because it takes me a long time to be able to do it, but I really appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? I love the Dallas Cowboys, and I literally I could sit and just watch the game and be happy, but when it comes down to you guys, I really appreciate y'all. That's why I put in so much work, and it kind of looks like a movie when I'm making it, but I want y'all to see it in a different point of view, slowing things down, breaking it down so y'all can see it, zooming in close up, every single movement, you know what I'm saying? Doing things like that, man, because this is new technology here, man. You know what I'm saying? This is a new day. Man. You already know, man. We bringing in heat. You already know what it is. All right. Hey, shout out to Chris Gons. What's up, bro? What's going on, man? I ain't seen you in a while. What's going on, brother? He said, I'm intrigued by Marshawn Kneeland. I hope he helps us on the defensive line. I think he will. I definitely think he will be one of the guys because he's one of the guys that's really, really gritty. You know what I mean? And he was a leader for the team that he played for every single year. He changed his number. He was not number 99 at one point. Then he was number 94. Then he changed it to number 99. So rocking that number 94, that should tell you everything you need to know about what Will McClay thinks about him, what Jerry Jones thinks about him. So I think that he can definitely be something. You know what I mean? Picking up a guy in the second round, we picked up DeMarcus Lawrence in the second round, and he turned up. You know what I mean? I think that DeMarcus Lawrence has had a very, very productive career. Not saying that he's a sack artist, but being able to stop the run. Can we get that out of a guy like Marshawn Kneeland? When you get some sacks from him, and I think that dog mentality that he brings it week in and week out. So eventually, I think that, you know, being with that defensive line, being around all of those guys, man, I think that he'll be able to get things going. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be good. All right, let's see. Shout out to Smoke One. He said, good Lord. I've been in the hoodie, long pants, socks on. It's cold in my house, but I feel hot. Yeah, this second time I got it. I got it too. Yeah, I got you, bro. All right, let's see. Shout out to everybody on the TikTok side. What's going on, bro? He said, I believe he will replace Martin. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. You talking about Cooper Beebe? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about it. You know what I mean? Let's see how good he is at that center position first before we hop out there and say he's going to replace him at that guard. You know what I mean? But it's sad because I feel as though with guys like Zach Martin, what he has done for this organization, I don't want to lose him, bro. I don't want to lose him. You know what I mean? Because I think that he's still a dominating player. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see. My man said, I like Kneeland. He has my edge 5 in the bad edge class. I don't see a lot of Ben. Yeah, but you know, the thing is, there's things that he can be able to work on though. Like, okay, yeah, he might not have that bend, but does he have that physicality? You know what I mean? Some players in the NFL, some might not have that bend, but you can be able to utilize them. That's why we got guys like Mike Zimmer. You can, stopping the run, doing things like that. But the bend, yeah, I didn't really see too much bend from this player, but the physicality, bro, it was through the roof. And I think that with him, this consistency, just getting out there, going up against guys like Terrence Steele and guys like Tyler Smith, a lot of those guys on the offensive line, I think that it's going to definitely be good to see. You know what I'm saying, with him. Let's see. Some people was comparing him to Aaron Donald. They was dying like gassing though. That was a little crazy though. You know what I'm saying? What? Yeah. Say what's up. Yeah.
Hi.
Say what's up, yeah. Say what's up, Jazz.
Hello.
It's been a long time, yeah.
I know. Happy 4th.
Happy 4th, right?
Happy 4th.
Hey, we gonna cook on the grill?
We cooking on the grill.
I know, right? I know, right? My man said, JC, how you feel about Turk actually contributing this year Can't deny his speed and playmaking ability, bro. Yeah, man. Hey, with him, I think that you can be able to use him all over the field, bro. What he can be able to do, I mean, the jet sweeps, you can catch. This guy can catch within at the slot position. He's one of those players that can be able to, once he gets his hands on the ball, this guy's a yak demon, bro. So you can be able to utilize him too. But I'm really excited to see how it all plays out with guys like Deuce Vaughn, because I mean, with him, the opportunity knocks. Ezekiel Elliott, we know he might not be getting a lot of touches. Rico Dowdle, we'll see how that all plays out with him. But I think that with Deuce Vaughn, I think he's going to be one of the guys that's going to really turn up. But the wide receiver position is going to be big too. Brandon Cooks, I think, coming in with his second year, what he did towards the latter part of last season, he was turning up. And I think that, same thing, you can utilize him in the interior. You can put him on the outside, taking that top off the defense. If you can be able to do things like that, teams not stacking the box, I think that, that offensive line, right? Deuce Vaughn, Rico Dowdle, any of those guys can be able to cook. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be good. Definitely going to be good. All right, let's see. Shout out to my man, Jay Bryant. What's up, Jay Bryant? What's good, dog? What's going on, man? Much love to you, bro. He said, JC, but shouldn't they protect Turpin more because he is important to the new return game? I mean, they can, but I mean, with his type of ability, bro, I mean, yeah, you can use him in the return game, use him on the offense too as well. I mean, if you know that you have a guy that can be able to take it to distance any given play, you got to be able to give a guy like him the ball. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Deuce Vaughn. He can be able to do that as well. You know what I mean? All of those guys, you know what I mean? So I think that, if Mike McCarthy, if he's on point with this, you have to get everybody involved, bro. Because I don't want no more cut-ups, bro. It can't be no more fucked up, bro. It can't be no more, bro. Like, at this point now, get this right. Mike McCarthy, you're running this offense. There's no offensive coordinator, bro. It's been stressful. It's been really stressful. So at this point now, let's go. The time is now. No excuses. Definitely no excuses. All right. Let's see. All right. My man said, Smoke One said, Needham looks like a tank. Yeah, he definitely do. He said he don't go backwards. He pushes the pocket. What you want. And as long as we get a defensive tackle or two, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, look, the defensive tackle position is critical. Linval, Joseph, it's a few guys that's there. If we do end up getting a guy, man, I will definitely do a film session on them. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. Mozzie Smith, I don't know, man. It's wild. It's wild with him. That shoulder injury. But at this point now, he has to understand bringing in guys like Daxon and guys like Justin Rogers, a lot of these guys at that defensive tackle position, he's got to understand that the NFL is not for long, bro. You know what I mean? Like, at this point now, if you cutting up, if you're not seeing the field, somebody will take your position. You know what I mean? Because at this point now, like we said, a lot of these guys are on one-year deals. They got to get things going, bro. It's going to be big time. Be critical. All right, let's see. Hey, Jameson Taylor, what's good, bro? Shout out to you, man. What's good, dog? All right. My man said, well, Turp needs to get the work, man. He been there for 3 years. Get him the ball and take the top off quick. Tired of all these possession wide receivers. We have the players to take the top off, but never use. Yeah, man, that's why I say. And CeeDee Lamb is another one of the guys that has the ability to do that too as well. I mean, we've seen this guy do it before. So when you got guys that can be able to run 4.3s and stuff like that, you have to be able to stretch the field early on in games. Scare teams, bro. Sometimes you gotta just scare teams early on, letting them know that it's not going to be sweet. They got to keep their head on a swivel. You know what I mean? So if it's Turpin, guys like Brandon Cooks, even CeeDee Lamb, a lot of these guys, I think that, they're talented enough. Dak does have all the wide receivers that he needs. You can win with these wide receivers. All you need is one dominant number one wide receiver in CeeDee Lamb. You got Brandon Cooks. You got a lot of these other guys, man. They got to step up. Jalen Tolbert as well. Same thing, Smoke One. Jalen Tolbert, not only Turp, but Jalen Tolbert too, because I think that this is his third year. So at this point now, bro, you got to get it going. You definitely got to get it going. All right, let's see. My man said my concerns this year, DT room and running back room, and I hope that this young offensive line can gel quickly. Yeah, me too, bro. Defensive tackle and the running back room. Well, the running back room I feel good about, but the defensive tackle room is the one that I'm concerned about. They got to get that right. And like I said, man, you don't always got to have the best running back, man. Just go out there, get a guy that's serviceable, and I think that it can open up everything for the offense. All right, let's see. But yeah, man, like with Dak Prescott, like it's so hard for me, guys. Like it's so hard, bro. Like I have so much faith in what this guy can be able to do. You know what I mean? And when you see a guy that has came in here as a rookie, every quarterback can't come right in, and next thing you know, they're thriving. There's a lot of quarterbacks that usually when you throw a guy in there too quickly out there to the wolves, mentally they mess up and mentally they never recover. But with Dak Prescott, to be able to go out there, take Romo's position and consistently keep that position throughout that year, and he's had a good career. But at this point now, there are no excuses when it comes down to Dak Prescott. I have been fighting for this guy for so long, bro. It's been so many years that I've been fighting for him. It's not easy to find quarterbacks in this league, but and I'm not pointing the finger at just Dak Prescott. I think that it's a team thing. When you're losing games in the playoffs, it's not just him. The defense was cutting up. It's a lot of things. But at this point now, what are you going to do when the lights are bright? Are you going to step up or are you going to fold? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see situations where, you know, we're playing in the most important games and we're throwing interceptions, because we know that, man, possessions is everything and momentum is everything in playoffs. So you got to be able to step up, you know what I mean, at this point now. So it's going to be good. We're going to all be watching to see how it all plays out with Dak. But I think that, you know, with his skill, with everybody around him, and just being out there and just understanding what everybody is supposed to do in the offense, being here for so many years, I think that he'll be able to get things right, on top of, you know, having guys like Brandon Cooks in his second year and another year with Jake Ferguson. You know what I'm saying? I'm really, really excited for Jake Ferguson, bro, this year. He's one of the guys that I think is going to really step up. And if y'all do fantasy, y'all got to pick him up, bro. Like, I don't know which round, though. Probably like the 5th round or 6th round, maybe. But I think, you know, with him, I think that he's definitely going to be good. We did a film session on Brevin Spanford. I like him coming out. There are a lot of things that he's going to have to work on that I've seen on film as far as like blocking and stuff like that. But I think that with him, he's another good one. He's one of those guys that's a Mike McCarthy guy. They like those big type of tight ends and stuff like that. Luke Schoonmaker, he's one of the guys that I'm not going to just sign off on. Let's see another year, you know what I mean, with him. You know, we didn't really see much from him, you know, from last year, because we got to keep in mind with Jake Ferguson, I think his first year he had like 200 yards receiving, and I think he had like 2 or 3 touchdowns. And the same thing with Luke Schoonmaker. I think he had about 120 yards receiving, not a lot, and like 2 touchdowns or something like that. So let's give it time when it comes down to Luke Schoonmaker. He's not as athletic as a Jake Ferguson. We know Jake Ferguson, he has those well-oiled hips. He can be able to run good routes and stuff like that. But when you have 2 tight ends, sometimes you might not need him for that. Sometimes you can be able to scheme him open. If you're that tight end that can play bully, hey, it can open things up. You know what I mean? So I think that with him, his blocking ability and all that stuff, man, I think that, you know, he can be good, but he's going to have to prove it when he gets out there on the field. All right. Hey, shout out to Tay Cowboys. What's going on? Hey, Tay, it's so crazy because I was watching Laws live and Bosses live. It's so crazy because they were talking. It was a few people that were talking to you in the chat box, and I couldn't see your chat. I couldn't see your comments. It's so weird. But I'm glad you in here. Yeah, shout out to you. All right. Let's see. Okay. Let me see. Did I miss something? Hold on. Let me go to my man Smoke One. He said, JC, I just posted about Dak from 2016 to now, and let me tell you this. Almost every game, this man had to pull a rabbit out the hat to win. We constantly get down, and he has to try to bring us back. Yeah, that's why I say, man, and I look at it, man. It's a collective thing when it comes down to it, because I mean, there's some times where I seen Dak, bro, he be cutting up too. Sometimes there be sometimes, but I think the defense cut up more. But in the most important game, defense gonna have to step up, because it looked like Dak is ready to get rolling. You know what I mean? But with me, bro, I'm real even Steven when it come down to Dak Prescott. I got so much love for him, but I'm just ready for us to win now, bro. Because at this point now, bro, we're getting no younger. You know what I'm saying? We're like, dude, time is flying. So we want to all see the Dallas Cowboys win a championship while we're young. You know what I'm saying? So at this point now, man, I think that all of these guys got to step up. But you're right, bro. Dak has been pulling these guys from the very bottom. We're down 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, and Dak's been doing what he's supposed to do to get us back in the game. So we'll see. We'll definitely see how it all play out. All right, let's see. I say YouTube. I said YouTube at it. Yeah, I'll unsub and sub on both Law and Boss channels, but we enjoy our stream. Yeah, man, it's something. YouTube is something else, man. It's so crazy how that all operates. YouTube, I'm telling you, like it's weird because like YouTube, some people like with YouTube, if you ever become a YouTuber, sometimes like the algorithm might favor your live streams or some content creators, and then you have the algorithm sometimes might favor your videos. You know what I'm saying? So when I first started YouTube, like I've always been like a producer. That's what I learned, and that's what I do. So I didn't start off doing live streams, so it favors my videos. You know what I mean? And the algorithm, sometimes when I go live, people don't know I'm live. Just like my man Smoke once said, or I think it was JVB Boy, somebody said that they didn't see me live. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird, but some content creators, you know, it goes either way. You know what I'm saying? But YouTube can be a little weird sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But consistency is key. You got to keep going. That's what it's all about. Be unique. Do things like that, man. That's what it's all about. So if anybody that's going to become a YouTuber one day, man, always know, man, consistency is key. Keep learning. Just be unique. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys need any pointers, you know, I got y'all. All right. Let's see. Shout out to Nathan. He said if the defense had shown up, he could have won that game. Patriots got beat for 3 quarters in the 1 Super Bowl, but the defense kept them in it. So Brady could make a comeback. Our defense sucked. Yeah, man, it's crazy. That's why I say, like, with the defense, bro, they just got to get it going. But I do like Mike Zimmer, though, bro. I definitely like Mike Zimmer. I like a guy that can be a rah-rah type of coach. You gotta have that disciplined type of coach to bring that culture in, like not that type of coach. I mean, it's cool to have a coach that can be like a friend, giving you nicknames and doing things like that, but I need that coach that's going to scream in your face when you're making mistakes, because that next play, you're going to go out there and you're going to correct it and get it right, because if not, you're going to get put to the bench. You know what I'm saying? And I'm tired of this shit, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I am so tired of that shit, bro. When it comes down to that defense in the most important games, man, I just think the trenches, the defensive line, the linebackers, they got to bring toughness, especially when you're going up against the 49ers, any of those teams. You got to, sometimes with me, bro, you got to go out, you got to respect the op. You know what I mean? You have to understand the weaknesses of the op, but you got to respect them, because if you don't respect them, then that's when you get caught loafing. So they have to go into these games understanding what these guys can do, and how to be able to exploit these offenses, because there are a lot of teams, man. You got even the Detroit Lions, bro. We're living in a time now, Nate, that the Detroit Lions are good, bro. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like at this point, and I think that with our team, we can beat a team like that. But it's not going to just come down to the players on the field. It has to come down to the coaches as well. Same thing with the Green Bay game. We had the players to go out there to do it, but the scheme wasn't there. If you don't have the scheme married with the players, then that's how you end up losing the divisional game or the first round in the playoffs. So you have to be on top of it as far as coaching, as well as the athletes that you got on the field, and put these guys in position, man, to be able to win, man. That's what it's all about. So it's going to be good to see how it all plays out. This team's going to be going against the Ravens. I mean, you got the Browns. There will be a lot of tests. Not sure if I'm going to be going to any games this year. I might end up going to that Ravens game, because I heard some content creators is going to be going. So I might end up going to Dallas then, but we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out with that. All right, let's see. Okay, my man said, my bad, I've been listening in the back. Keep it up. Oh, you already know, bro. You already know, man. We just tapped in, man. You already know what it is, bro. He said, JC, do you know anything about Boston College running game, coach? I would tell you this. He had a running attack going there, bro. That's why I said our running game will be better. Nah, I mean, hey, look, man, it's the running game, man. It's critical. It's critical, man. Like, the thing is with me, man, Deuce Vaughn is one of the guys that I just wanted to do something this year, bro. You have to get him involved. Like, it's important. Ezekiel Elliott, all of that's important. And I think that, you know, when you do have a good run game, that's how you can be able to set up play action. And that's what makes Dak Prescott that much more better. So any way that they want to spin it, bro, they got to get it right on that offensive line, and then that running back position is going to be good to come right behind it. So it's going to be good. It's going to definitely be good to see. All right. Let's see. Let's see. They're definitely a defense. Red zone threat. Okay, I think I hit on everything. All right, let me go to my dog. He said, I like John Stevens. Only issue, he a wide receiver playing tight end. He's 6'5", 220. Yeah, he's not the biggest guy. I think we're going to need bigger tight end to help in the running, to help in running and pass blocking. Yeah, man, you definitely got to have a big tight end, but I'm just not sure if Brevin Spanford is that guy at this point yet, because he's still a rookie. We'll see. That's why I've been holding off on guys like Luke Schoonmaker, bro. Like, that's just me. Like, everybody, it's not the popular pick on, the tight end that you want to be able to, go out there, but we have to keep in mind he was a second round pick. So just like everybody else, Brevin Spanford, Luke Schoonmaker, all of these guys got an opportunity. Who is going to step up at this point? You know what I mean? Because you're right, that blocking tight end is crucial going up against those defensive ends that, in the NFL, man. You got to have guys that can be able to go out there and be physical. So that's what keeps everything open in the offense. Running that 12 personnel, 13 personnel, just switching things up. You know what I mean? You got to keep things wide open as far as Mike McCarthy's his offensive scheme. All right, let's see. He said, same, bro. I know he can, man. It just makes me mad to not play dudes you draft and not play them. Oh, yeah, exactly, bro. That's why I say, hey, look, Mozzie Smith, Luke Schoonmaker, all of those guys, you got to play your guys. Just play your guys. Play your guys, man. But they got to still go out there and, put in the work in training camp. Training camp, mini camp, all of that is important. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. All right. This was good, though. This was definitely good, man. I'm definitely going to tap in more often. I should be doing something with I got a few shows that I need to do. John Machota, I got to get back in touch with him because I do want to do a breakdown on all of the players because he hasn't been on in the last, couple of months. So we definitely got to talk about a few things. That's my guy right there. So DMV Fanatic, hopefully I can be able to, get something going so we all get on together. All right. Let's see. My man said, okay, he said it starts and ends up front in the trenches and under DQ for the last 3 years. We got gas versus the run. DQ will play 11 safeties if you let him. Yeah, bro, that's the thing, man. That's the problem when it comes down. Hey, thank you so much for the heart on the TikTok side. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, Mr. Perfect, man. Thank you, bro. All right. But as far as that linebacker position, you got to have big boys, man. You got to have tough guys. Like, that's just me. When you look at that linebacker position, you got guys 215, 220 pounds, 25 pounds. Playing that linebacker position, you're going up against bully teams in the playoffs. If they can get to the second level, they will wash you out of plays quickly. And that's going to open up their entire playbook. You know what I mean? So Dan Quinn should have known that. I'm not saying that type of scheme wouldn't be effective in the regular season. It can be effective, bro. You know what I mean? Like when you are having a linebacker that can be able to, you can guard tight ends, you can guard running backs, you can roam sideline to sideline. You're a little bit more quicker than the average linebacker. It can work in your favor on certain plays, but if you're overdoing it, teams, they'll catch on to it, especially teams that's in the playoffs, bro. They will be. That's food when it comes down to an offensive lineman, bro. Getting to the second level. And I don't know what happened to this joint. Okay. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, getting to the second level and just getting things going. You know what I'm saying? Well, getting to the second level and destroying those linebackers. You don't want things like that to happen. So I don't think that's going to happen with guys like Eric Kendricks or DeMarvion Overshown, a lot of those linebackers. But everything starts off with those defensive tackles first. You know what I mean? So we'll see. All right. Let's see. Okay, my man said Commanders don't have a chance against us no matter who we lose. Do you all realize we have 3 lockdown cornerbacks now? Yeah, bro, them dudes are lockdown corners, bro. But my thing is with the Commanders, they're going to go out there and start their quarterback first off the rip. And like I said, the same thing with guys like RG3. And other quarterbacks that played in the NFL. You don't always want to throw your quarterbacks to the wolves. Just like Caleb Williams. I think what's his name? I think his name is Caleb Williams, the quarterback. Yeah, Caleb Williams. I think that, he starting off playing quarterback off the rip. We'll see. But I think that it's going to be a little tough for him. A lot of people have been gassing this guy. Some people think he's going to mop out, but I think that, a lot of these quarterbacks, is good for you to be able to sit behind a quarterback for a couple years, a year or two, just to learn and stuff like that. And slowly you can gradually implement him into the starting lineup, because everybody's not going to be Dak Prescott. You know what I mean? Everybody's not going to be Patrick Mahomes. They don't have that mental to be able to, take on those pass rushers, and that's when they end up, cutting up. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll definitely see. But we're going to beat all of them, though, bro. Like them, the Commanders, but you don't want to sleep on nobody. Philadelphia Eagles, they do have a good team, but I think that, what we can be able to do when we line up against those guys, AJ Browns, they got all those guys at the wide receiver position. But just like you said, we have some top cornerbacks over here. I would like for us to sign Gilly again. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I really want to see Gilly playing with Trayvon Diggs for a full year. I think that, with him, he's not as athletic as what he used to be. But if you can be able to use him right, not like how you used him against Green Bay, because, having him playing off coverage, those wide receivers catching him with double rocker steps, that's how you put him. You're putting him in a blender. You don't want to put this guy in a blender. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure you put him in position so he can be able to thrive. Because I think that, being a press corner and one of those guys that you can just be able to have going up against these second wide receivers, it can be something. I think that, Dallas, they will sign somebody soon, though, bro, because it's been a little quiet. You know what I mean? So, hey, shout out to Eastside. What's up, Eastside? What's going on, man? Yeah, he said still no contract for CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, man, he gonna get his contract. He gonna get his contract, man. Trust and believe me. Hashtag they love their guys, bro. They better stick to it. All right, let's see. All right, my man said, and we used to be an issue for the safety position. Now we're so loaded there. It's going to be hard to see who is staying. I feel Wanye should take Wilson's job. He does what he does and more. Yeah, bro. I really, really like Wanye Thomas. You know what I mean? We're gonna see how it all plays out with him coming in training camp. But I think that his ability, he's one of those guys that's one of those proven players, and you can see it from him. You can see his energy on the football field, but it's just the beginning for him. So there's a lot of things he's gonna have to do. We haven't really seen him going up against one-on-ones, the number one wide receivers or the starters on another team consistently. So let's just see what happens with him. But I think, with his ability, his instincts, he will make his plays. But you want to continue to have him on special teams too, bro, because this dude, the block field goals, that's what you need, because momentum is everything. All right, let's see. He said, he has Danny. That's why this man stay in and out content creative groups. You talking about Eastside? Just wondering, do the Texans have your content creators? Hey, I don't even know if they have any content creators. You tell us, Eastside. Speak up, man. Do they have any content creators over there, bro? Because you always tapping in with us. We the cool guys, bro. It's a lot of skill sets when it comes down to the content creators on this side. Like I said, you got guys that's really, really good at live streams. You got guys that's really, really good at film. It's a lot of different talent when it comes down to new media, man. So it's a unit that we're running right now. And I appreciate all those guys out there for sure, man. We turn up. But I see why you always turn up with us, though. You know what I'm saying? I see why. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see. Hey, shout out to my man Trav. Shout out to you, bro. He said Zimmer has. Hey, I gotta get your email too, bro. I need to get your email so I can send you some all 22. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, for anybody that signs up as a member on my channel, we will be doing members only film sessions. You guys will get the film sessions first for a couple days. A lot of love that we're gonna show there, man. As far as the emails on the film, I want you guys to dig deep to see what these guys can be able to do. I might just be randomly just sending you something. Okay, Travis. Okay, share at Gmail. Okay, I'll definitely tap into that. Yeah, because I definitely want to send you guys stuff, man, and just show, what they don't show on TV. You know what I mean? So I want you guys to see that NFL and college. I got a few things to send. So, all right. Let's see. My man said Wanye is a true dog. All right. Hey, so nobody's drinking on anything. Nobody's drinking on anything, man. I mean, I've been drinking on this tequila. I've been kind of turning up. Man. What? All right. We said, how do you sign up? Okay, so let me see. On a computer, it should say join, but I don't know. Let me see something real quick, man. Let me tap in on this real quick. Yeah, man, because we're getting the members going. You already know, man. It's going to be turned up. Let me see something real quick. Hold on, y'all. Okay, member. Okay. I think. Okay, I don't know if that's a link there. Maybe that might be the link there. I think so. I think so, dog. All right. Okay, my man said Wanya is a true dog. That way at GT2, bro. Oh, Georgia Tech. I got you. Okay. Eastside is just another person that is just on the Cowboys coattail because his team has no trophies in that dusty case. Yeah, heck do y'all even have at the chop. Yeah, man, it's crazy. That's why he always turn up with us though. But look, man, we got a lot of flavor, man. The people, Dallas Cowboys, man, we the best organization. We just gotta win the Super Bowl. That's the only thing. The content creators, everybody, the Cowboys family, everybody. The good thing about you guys, man, I like to pick you guys' brain. You know what I mean? Like when we do lives and stuff like that, we all tap in with each other. I like to hear what you guys got to say. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, man, in life, you gotta be a sponge. You always can learn something from somebody, and that's gonna bring out the better you. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about. Oh, he said that's it, JC. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think that's the link or whatever. So yeah, most definitely. So a lot of work that we're gonna be doing, man. You guys make sure you tap in with me, man. You guys support the channel. Y'all support me. I definitely will appreciate it, man, because I'm putting in so much work when it comes down to you guys, man. Appreciate that. Definitely will look out for y'all. All right. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, man, this was definitely good, man. I really, really appreciate y'all. Like the Dallas Cowboys, man. Hey, it's time to turn up, guys. No excuses. I'm so excited. I hope you guys have a great 4th of July. Going to turn up. I'm going to be cooking on the grill. I might make some steak. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all going to be eating on, man, but I'm going to probably make some ribs, you know what I'm saying? Whip it up a little bit. Got to enjoy, live within the moment because you never know, man. You can be here today and gone tomorrow, man. I've been going through so much, but keeping things pushing, trying to stay consistent, you know what I mean? Loving on my wife, you know what I mean? She's really, really my support team, you know what I mean? So she's been there through the thick and thin. So yeah, man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's all love, man. He said, tell it, JC, see your fam. Yeah, I will not be cooking with this cold. He said, with this cold, you sick? Hey, look, man, it's so crazy because I'm hearing that COVID's going around again, bro. That's a little crazy, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's so random. Like, come on now. It's hot as a mug outside, bro. You know what I mean? And talking about some COVID, I'm like, what in the world? That's crazy. All right, let's see. My man said, I just seen a thing on YouTube like this week saying that about Houston. No joke. Oh, what they say, bro? What they say, guy? What they say? I'm reading it now. Yeah, you off the chains, bro. Nasty mugs over there, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You gotta be careful, man. You gotta be real careful when it comes down to people, man. People are really, really sick, bro. Like real talk. All right. Yeah, man. Hey, look, I appreciate y'all so much. Tap in with me, man. Make sure y'all keep a lookout on some of my film sessions that I will be bringing in for my members. I got a couple things for y'all, man. So I appreciate y'all so much. I guess I'll talk to y'all soon, man.